Hello.
Yo,
Yo, how's it going?
it's going good. Oh God, I have echo. That sounded bad. It's going good. How are you?
Nice. I'm doing alright. Got a
Nice.
good night's sleep last night. I'm feeling pretty rested today, which is a good sign.
All right, love to hear it.
Yeah, so I heard you entered at that tournament and did pretty well.
Yeah, I lost to the same person twice. I lost him. I was last seed and he was first seed, so I went versus him second round. I got a DQ first round, and then he beat me 2-0. And then I was pretty mental boom. I was like, no, I don't want to go to 0-2 in this tournament. Blah blah this. And then I kind of like calmed down. And then I did a sick loser bracket run. I basically beat everyone pretty handily except one puff player. We went it was game 5 and I went 3-2 versus him. And then got to grand finals and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat this man. And then I got 3-1 and I didn't get a reset, so that kind of sucked. But
Mm-hmm.
but that's pretty cool because I have 4 games now with him. And I was more since I went straight into the first game versus him, and I feel like I kind of got back in like my old habit of like not thinking and kind of just running in. But then
Mm-hmm.
whenever obviously I was kind of ready whenever I got back in grand finals, like I was like, okay, I have more of a game plan now. But I'm pretty sure he was just really good, and he was just really really catching me
Alright.
in some good games.
Yeah, and like
Um,
like I mentioned before, Mewtwo is actually a little tricky for Falco, so but
mhm.
I'm not gonna focus
Like on the matchup,
too
more of
much
like
on it. I'm because
yeah.
like if you have good fundamentals, this matchup is definitely not like losing. So,
Hmm.
it's not actually a bad thing. I'm just mostly prefacing it for like people in chat who might be like, "Wow, Voz versus Mewtwo, that's worthless." It's not really that worthless because Mewtwo is really fast on the ground because of his wave dash. And so if Falco shoots lasers in kind of an unsafe way, then Mewtwo can get in with wave dash down tilt, and then Mewtwo also has Wave Dash and Shield to shield Falco's aerials, and so it's not immediately obvious why Falco would destroy Mewtwo, and obviously he does, just because of overall superiority as a character, but it's like the basic mix-ups that Falco plays, Mewtwo can actually deal with it in sort of an alright way, so just to
I
preface it for people.
Yeah, I think that's you're on Fountain of Dreams right now. I think that's the last game actually. Just to let you know,
Okay,
we
the
started on Battlefield and stuff. Yeah.
order doesn't
So
really matter to me too much.
okay, okay, cool. Just
This
letting you
the
know.
screen share is working?
Yeah, I see everything. A
Okay.
minute or not.
This
This
is
is when we were
hand
maybe
warmer.
yeah when we were like getting
Okay.
oopsies. My bad.
No worries. I'll grab the next one.
Yeah, should be good.
Okay.
In general, I had a lot of troubles with his nairs and his wave dash in. I just
Yeah, the wave
couldn't
dash
top out
ins
of
are
people.
always going to be the biggest problem because Mewtwo's wave dash ins are really, really strong. This guy definitely knows what he's doing with the character. Definitely actually plays Mewtwo. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing a little bit higher percentage of normal wave dashes now. Still a couple you missed so far.
Oh yeah, my wave dashes are getting clean for sure.
Yeah, I saw that one GIF you sent me. That's really good. It really does help a lot
It
when they're
does. I'm like covering hella space now. I'm like,
so yeah. Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt that. But so one thing that's been kind of happening so far is it's like you kind of keep attacking him from above, but
mm-hmm.
Mewtwo is really, he's like impossibly bad at coming down onto his opponent. And like he doesn't have good aerial drift. His down air is really, really slow. Like basically your up tilt will beat anything that he does coming down. And so that's like a big flaw with his character. But he is very good when you are coming down directly on him, and you sort of keep setting up that situation again. And I'm not sure if it's like you think that... See, like when you fought it right there, that's good. But then like when you're doing stuff like this is not super like recommended. Like I would recommend probably... Like just basically in general, you just don't want to be above him when you're fighting. Or should I say it's less about you being above him and more about... like his strongest option out of like his whole character is his wave dash. And your goal should be, don't let him fight you in a situation where his wave dash can be useful.
Okay. I was starting to realize a few like something kind of like that. I was realizing that every time I came from above him, it was way harder. So
also in situations like this, I'm not sure. Did you try to up tilt here?
I think so.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I don't know if it's my controller or not, but I have a lot of troubles with like up. Like if I try to angle my shield up, I always full hop. Stuff like that. Up tilts are hard. Maybe I just suck. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a hard one because a lot of problems like that, like stuff like that, can be controller based, and so I would say maybe just. Oh, I was going to say try out your friend's controller, but we're in.
That's okay. I'm getting a new controller.
Okay, yeah, and just see, because it's possible that it's just you. Like it's not a super easy input, and most of the time when people use up tilt and angling their shield up and stuff like that, they actually like will buffer it. So someone will like they'll do like an aerial into an up tilt, or like a wave, like you can do like a wave dash and then you just hold up, and then when the wave dash ends you press A.
Okay, yeah, I'll start trying to buffer it.
And things like that I think a lot of times are why people will not accidentally tap jump out of stuff like that. So
okay, keep it in mind.
Yeah, so basically when you get him up in the air, your goal should be like, from in these situations kind of, your goal is just do not let him get to the ground. And so down airing him here is like kind of because you're putting him on the ground where he wants to be.
Okay.
And then the other thing is Mewtwo slides back really far in his shield when you aerial his shield. So unless you're like really deep in his shield, aerials like this are not going to be super, super good. Because even if you do the nice late spacing like this, which feels like it should help you out. Also, yeah, he power shields it, so he slides even extra far. Is like, you can't get a shine out of this. Yeah, now he's going to do this to you. Yeah, like, look at these combos. This guy clearly good Mewtwo, so I wouldn't feel bad about losing to this.
Yeah, he destroyed me with a lot of combos. That sucked.
Yeah.
I was pretty sad. I was like, no, he's so high percent.
Oh, no.
I got caught.
Oh, no.
It's the only one he got.
Oh, no. Now you have to quit the game for a whole year. No, just kidding.
No. The only one he caught me with, like, in all of our games.
It's alright. Everyone has gotten hit by that before. It's just funny to see it.
My wavelands also this whole tournament seemed very fast, and when I watched my VODs, because I wanted to see my run, it felt like I was like standing still because of how much faster it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I can
waveland, and I'll sit there.
No, I can definitely tell your Falco is looking a lot more fluid just because you added that in. I do think that you are still dashing back too much.
Okay, maybe I was like scared of this man. I don't know.
Yeah, and so there's situations like this where like it looks really tempting of like you're like here and you want to fight him from here, but honestly like remember, like, his only decent aerials, well, outside of Nair, but Nair doesn't really work super well here. He has an up air here, or he can land and he can up tilt, and like and the thing is also, if you down air him at this percent, he'll get a. It's not gonna knock him down. He'll just get the empty land, and he can grab you out of this.
Okay. Yeah. I'm starting to see. I like go.
So yeah, and like here, you're fighting him from above, and this gives him all kinds of options, like this. He could have up airs you here or something like that, or up tilted like he goes for. Like up tilt has a pretty big range. Yeah, so you don't really want to be jumping like this to like fight him. So the thing is like Mewtwo is a wave dash character, and so I don't know if you have experience with any other wave dash characters. Like I think probably the best example is like Samus. Like Mewtwo is very similar to Samus, where she struggles to get Samus struggles a lot to get down from the air, but then like when she's on the ground, she has like Mewtwo doesn't have Samus's out of shield game, but he does have like a pretty decent grab because he has good throw combos on Falco. So like the main things you want to watch out for are just his wave dash, and the best way to deal with his wave dash is usually doing a laser and then like a dash in type mix up or something like that. See, like notice that
I missed the wave dash right there. I was trying to wave dash back at full hop.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, and then I missed the wave lane.
Yeah, well, you end up in kind of this. Let's see, you missed a. Oh, I see. Okay.
So, yeah. It was
okay,
just
that's fine then.
Yeah.
Text skill errors are fine.
Yeah, I had
yeah.
a lot
So
more, like I had a lot more text skill errors than I've ever had before, I guess, and I think it's because I'm like changing up what I'm trying to do, and I'm also like a lot more conscious at like no wasted movements, right? Like what you told me about.
Yeah. It's
like,
really good that you're thinking about that stuff while you're playing.
So yeah, so I feel like I did have like more tech flubs than ever in like any other tournament, but this is the farthest I've ever been in a tournament too. So like, I think it's like worth the trade-off, but it does suck whenever I do, instead of like having bad wave dashes now, or I guess I have a few still, but I like full hop sometimes and I'm like crap. So I'm still getting used to the timing on things, and but yeah, I think versus most people, like when I was watching my VODs, I do dash forward a lot, but I guess I was just more.
I feel like you're a little intimidated by this guy.
I had like no idea what's going on, and honestly, wave dash characters fuck me up, dude. Luigi, Samus, and Mewtwo, I guess now, like these are the characters that I struggle with the most.
You said Luigi?
Yeah, Luigi too.
Okay, so the main thing with versus wave dash characters is that laser stops their wave dash. So, and also wave dash in is like a heavy commitment. It's not like a dash in, because if their characters dash in and you do like a down air, like right here, then they can just dash and shield it. But if a wave dash character tries to approach you with a wave dash in, the down air will beat it every time because they're in lag. And so okay, so like when you're in a situation like this, obviously we talked about this, like your opponent's in the corner, what you want to do is maintain the tension on your opponent and sort of try to bait them into doing something dumb out of the corner. But you just shield, and then you're like, like here he comes, it's Mewtwo, and it's kind of like, no, you don't need. There's attacking from above.
Yeah,
attacking from above. So yeah, so in situations like this where you land a laser on him, like this, I get that you are. So basically, a big mix-up here is that you're a little intimidated that he might wave dash in and like down tilt, right? But the thing is if he does that and you do an aerial right here, he dies or he takes a lot of damage potentially. Yeah. And so the one thing to keep in mind is repeated lasers. I haven't seen you use those. You don't always have to dash after every laser. You could do this laser, he shields it, and you can just do another laser again really fast. And if he wants to punish this, he would have to super fast wave dash in down tilt and kind of like also... Like, it has to be super precise, and then also it just doesn't work if you do any kind of like aerial here. So like if you just did this laser and you either did a laser again or you just did like an aerial here, like he just doesn't have a lot. And you have to kind of see it from like his perspective of like, wow, he got the butt grab there. This guy super knows this character. It's kind of odd.
Yeah, I mean he was top seed.
Yeah, I guess so.
There is no fast like there's no. I guess I played versus Aurora. There was like no spacies. It was all like Marth, Puff, Mewtwo, like this whole tournament.
So it's not a huge deal in this matchup necessarily, but in situations like this, I want to see you going up high and lasering.
Oh, okay.
Just to tack on, it'll tack on some extra damage. You can't
Yeah.
like super effectively edge guard him like from that position, but you can at least get some damage. Yeah, like doing these, it just makes his life more annoying. Yeah, and like you don't really, I don't know. The thing is this is, it's like you don't really want to play like a grounded game here. Like you're sort of playing this like dash dance grounded game against him.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't
Just
really
kind
want to
of.
do that because he's better at it. He has a way better wave dash, and so he just catches you out of it.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm trying to laser this.
So you notice that like when you're here, you were afraid before of like, whoa, what if I laser him and he just insta wave dashes out and down tilts me or something? But like watch what happens here where you laser him. He's just like, he's so scared and he can't do anything there, and you're just kind of beating him up, you know? And so
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, once again, there's no reason to be playing the grounded game here without the lasers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sheesh. Alright. I'm just never expecting the Mewtwo's to actually hit everything that they're supposed to be hitting. This just never happens.
It was a treat. I played with them afterwards too. I was like, keep playing after he 3-1 me, and then it was like, yeah, and we played for a long time. So it was a lot of fun to play
Okay,
with.
so like right here in these positions, it's like, why are the lasers not locking him down? So one thing, you know, like last week I gave you some tech skill to practice of what was it? It was the perfect wave dashes and
Wave
just
dash off edges
yeah, wave
and
dashing off the edges, right? Yeah.
hmm
So I still haven't seen too much of the wave landing off the edges. I think you could continue practicing that. And
hmm
continue practicing all this stuff from last week,
yeah, yeah,
obviously.
yeah. Yep.
But one thing that I think you could add in is repeated lasers in place as fast as you can.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that?
Repeated lasers in place as fast as you can.
Oh, okay.
Because
So, okay.
I haven't seen a single time in actually any of your games where you shot a laser and immediately shot another laser.
Yeah, I think that's like a mental thing. I'm like, I don't want to keep shooting lasers, but I can see how it's like good and it can like be a mix up because then it's like, what am I gonna really do? You know, if I keep doing
Mm-hmm.
that, then what if I dash in and now they're like really scared? So, you know, I
Yeah,
understand.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like other characters, like when their opponent dashes in, maybe they dash back, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
then what that like it. Let's say you're playing Marth, you know, Marth doesn't have a laser. When your opponent sort of plays aggressive, you can just move back, and then your opponent can't really catch you a lot of times. And so Falco's laser serves a similar purpose, where it's like your opponent goes forward, but you're lasering them, and they can't really keep going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of like well, the thing I always say is like Fox is just faster than all the other characters, and then Falco makes all the other characters as slow as he is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
it's like sort of you have to keep like the laser in mind, like if you like because this character feels so slippery and fast on the ground, right? And Luigi is the same way. If you just sit there and repeated laser over and over, their character stops feeling so fast on the ground. And I've
Mm-hmm.
watched a lot of sadly in my life, I've been forced to watch many Falco Luigi sets because Curve and Mega Christmas both go to my local a lot of times. I don't know if you
Mm-hmm.
know those players.
I know Curve. I played versus them actually
Okay,
before.
so Mega Xmas or Mega Christmas he is he basically just doesn't want to actually deal with Luigi. So the joke was that like at tournaments, a lot of times Curve would take sets off West Balls because
Mm-hmm.
West Balls plays very aerial heavy, very vertically. He doesn't use a lot of lasers, and so that you know, as I've been explaining with Wave Dash characters, that puts everything in the Wave Dash character's favor. And
Mm-hmm.
what Mega Xmas does against Curve is like Curve would literally never beat him ever. like literally ever. He would never take a set. I mean, he maybe did it once or twice, but only because he's like probably a better player.
Yeah.
But like Mega Xmas would literally just stand there and laser in place over and over, just literally infinitely. Just infinitely from across the stage. He's just boom, 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 boom. And it's like, what are you going to do? It's like very frustrating as like the Luigi. It's like, I'm across the stage as Luigi. How do I get in on Falco? It's like, well, I wave dash at him. And it's like, well, every time I wave dash, I get hit with a laser immediately. And then I finally get close enough to him. And then he does laser, 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 downer. And he just downers in and hits me. Or laser, 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 and then I try to approach him, and he just jumps out of the way, goes back to center, laser, laser, laser. Like, it's like, I don't, like, I would recommend just getting it really fast, and then if you have any friends who play Falco, I would try just, like, playing a wave dash character, and just tell them, like, not to even play the character, but just play a wave dash character, and then be like, just stand there and shoot lasers really fast. But you need to find someone who can actually shoot lasers at full speed. Because a lot of Falcos will just kind of go like, pew, pew, pew. And it's literally like, doo, 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 doo.
Yeah.
I think probably the best Falco at abusing this is Rocky. And he does it really, really cleanly. Even against Fox. Like, against Fox, like, he'll be here on Yoshi's or something. And I'll be here as Fox. And he's lasering in place over and over, and I can't approach it.
Okay.
Like, because it's that fast. If it's just like, he hits you with the laser, and it's like, you just don't feel like you have enough time to get in. It's like very frustrating. And so, like, if Fox is struggling with that, and he's a dash character, a wave dash character like Mewtwo is going to be massively struggling, you know? And like, if he wave dashes in and you laser him, and he gets hit by the laser out of his wave dash, like, you have a lot of mix-ups there where, like, you can literally, you know, combo laser into down air. You can do laser into grab. And if you, like, laser grab and you, like, up throw him, then, like, Mewtwo is in, like, a nightmare because he has so much trouble getting down to the ground. His best option is a lot of times to super drift away and go for, like, ledge or something like that.
Okay.
So the repeated lasers really fast is a big deal that I think will help you a lot. Yeah, and for stuff like this, you're trying to get out of the way and whiff punish it. But remember, Mewtwo's above you, he's trash, just up tilt.
Okay. Can you go back a little bit? He did the same thing and I did up tilt. Was it just back more? Like, more, even more?
Yeah. I remember where it was. I'm just looking for it.
I up tilt something and I still got hit. Was it just, like, missed space? That wasn't it. He, like, nared. I think it's like right here. So
yeah.
Is this misspaced or?
How
did I get hit? It's like where I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. You up tilted too late. That's
too late. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Falco's up tilt goes really, really high. Like, just if you look at, like, here when you up tilt, like, it goes like here. So, like, literally at, like, basically the platform height. Like, if Falco's up tilt from here, will hit the platform.
Okay.
And so, like, when he's, like, right here, this is where you want the up tilt to be hitting him. And then, but what happens is, man, that thing is just gigantic, actually. But what happens is he does this, and then, like, look at where your up tilt actually comes out. I'll slow it down. So, you could be up tilting, like, right now, you know? Yeah. And then he has to come down into it. But you up tilt
when he's already, like, below. Yeah.
So, look, it comes out right here. And so, I don't know if you've seen Mewtwo's Nair hitboxes. Have you?
I have not.
Okay, let me look it up and show you really quick. Mewtwo melee Nair hitboxes. It's like these 4 little dots around him, is what I remember. Yeah. So it looks like this. So he has these 4 little dots that form around him, and then he has the big one at the very end, which does the knockback.
Oh. Okay.
So it's just these little tiny dots, and then the reason you got hit was because you up tilted too late, and so this little knee dot right here, like it's kind of at his knee, it like hit you. So like it's like right here, and then because your up tilt is swinging right into it, then you get hit with it. But if you had done it a little earlier, you would almost definitely have beaten it. Actually, does this hit you with the hard? Yeah, this hits you with the big one actually at the end.
Yeah.
So
knocked down. Unfortunate. But I just got
honestly, That's just incredibly good Mewtwo play from him. I'm just so impressed. I'm so impressed. I'm pretty sure you can also shield that and just shine on a shield if he's drifting directly onto you.
Oh, okay. So just shield. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Honestly, very crazy for me to see the Mewtwo doing a float and timing it. He does it again. Yeah, no, he's doing that on purpose. He's just he just knows the character very well. I'm always surprised to see them playing the character this well.
He's just really good.
I'm surprised he went for a nair there.
I think.
Yeah, like basically, like. Oh yeah, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say I think he was feeling a little spicy. You know what I'm saying? Like after a while, we're trying to go for like different type of things. But yeah, that's all I was gonna say. What are you gonna say?
So it's like basically like, so basically like he is using Mewtwo like as his character. His level of using Mewtwo correctly as a character is like way past your level of using Falco correctly as a character. So, despite the fact that Falco is a much better character, if he is using Mewtwo significantly better, like he's using basically all the Mewtwo tricks, you know? He's doing the nair so that the big hitbox hits right as he lands. He's doing the side B trick. He knows how to do up throw into double Shadow Claw down tilt combos. Like, he knows how to go off stage and hit the back air every time. And it's like, if you were doing things that are at that level with Falco correctly, he would have no chance. So it's less of like a problem that you're necessarily having and more about you just sort of losing because he's better. Like he's doing his things significantly better than you're doing your thing. But you can easily adjust. Like basically Mewtwo at 90% loses to Falco at like 40%. And so that's why I think like if you just continue sort of getting better, and this is like it's good to look at this and see like ways that you can improve out of it. But like I wouldn't worry too much about Mewtwo specifically, because when you get better against wavedash characters and you learn the multiple laser and you're just sort of overall using Falco better in general against characters like this, I don't think it'll be a problem for you.
That's why I was thinking like this is a good set to watch with
yeah, and okay, so here's like situations like this. This is such a free like laser nair. Like just laser and then nair in. So I guess so. I can sort of explain a little bit about L frames. I'm not sure if you know about L frames. It's sort of a silly name.
Yeah, go ahead and explain it.
Okay, so basically the idea, I got it from a Ginger video, the name L frames, but we can call it whatever we want. But basically the idea is that if you shoot a laser immediately in front of someone, like let's say he's here, and you shoot a laser and you laser him right here. Like you're literally right on top of him and you laser him and the laser hits him the frame that it comes out. You don't have nearly as... You have less frames to punish him because you have more frames to recover from shooting the laser. Whereas if you laser him, let's say you laser him from across the stage, you get to shoot the laser and then you get to move while the laser is out before the laser hits him. So it's actually better to shoot the laser from further away and then go for your like you can't really laser nair from point blank, but you can laser nair from like this distance.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because of the laser travel time. And so it's just something to sort of keep in mind. Like if he's at this distance, this is such a good time to just laser nair, and there's literally nothing he can do about it.
Okay.
Oh, good side B. Oh, also, you should be hunting here, especially on Yoshi's, for shine into shine off the top. This shine into shine off the top here will kill it like 70. So he's a little bit too high percent. He got out of the way. Notice that. So, yeah. Notice that he tries to recover like this, and you just don't let it happen, and so he's just dead. Like all you just keep Mewtwo off the ground.
Okay. I'm starting to get an understanding. I'm playing versus a Luigi later today, so
good. Yeah. That's... Ooh. Okay. So this was pretty good spacing by you. So this is one thing that I gotta watch out for, once again, is fighting while falling against a wave dash character.
Mm-hmm.
So you might think that, like, well, I did a drop double jump, it's like a mix-up, but it doesn't fix the situation, because their option here is like wave dash and down tilt, right? And they're trying to wave dash and down tilt your move, or wave dash and grab. And so doing this mix-up doesn't actually do anything, because he just gets ready to do it again, you know?
Yeah.
So by coming down with this back air, you're still playing into the situation that he prefers, which is like, does he actually have to? It's like, he doesn't have to worry about you from this position. Like,
Yeah.
you want to make him worry that, like, Falco can come in and hurt me. I need to deal with the threat of Falco coming in and hurting me. That is what you want him to be thinking. But in this position, you're like, I'm in a wall and center, and, you know, eventually I'm in an aerial, and you just try to wave dash in and get me. And he's like, that's perfect. Like, that is what he wants above anything else. He wants you to just give him opportunities to wave dash in and try to hit you.
Mm-hmm. So how should I get off top platform, or like from the air then? Should I just like run off and just
you can go to side plat first.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing you can do, depending on your level of technical prowess, you can like fall off here and then double jump waveland off the platform and do a mix up here.
Oh, okay.
And, like, yeah, you're coming from above or whatever, but it's very difficult to react to that timing mix-up, because you're not spending these frames, like, wave dashing down. You're, like, wave dashing off the side. So you can do that. So, like, yeah, see how this is, like, super laggy because you have to wave dash down?
Yeah.
But if you just wave dash off the tip of the platform, it's a little easier. I would say going down to the side platform is really good. Another good tactic is you just drop through facing backwards, and then they think you're going to back air, and you turn around laser.
Yeah, I did a turnaround. Oh, in the tournament, I did something sick. I did a turnaround laser from top platform on a shield, and it turned into a combo. It was sick as hell.
That's
awesome.
Yeah,
I don't think I used it much in this. Yeah, I can see. Man, why did I play like this? I feel like I played the tournament so much better. Man, it just pressured me.
Yeah, it happens. So yeah, just feel free to up tilt that every time.
Okay, I'm starting to see.
Yeah, and also the laser. I need to see more lasers in place. When you play that Luigi today, what I want you to do is try literally standing there, far away from him, and just lasering over and over and over and over, and see what he does.
I'm gonna make him try to.
But also, before you do that, I would practice shooting them quickly.
Okay, I think I can shoot lasers pretty quickly. I'll have to see.
I guarantee you haven't, or you don't. Like, okay. if you haven't specifically practiced shooting lasers as fast as you possibly can, you don't shoot them quickly. That's just like a thing.
Okay.
Like.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, just like with the wave dash.
Yeah, like if it's not something. But the thing is, some people will naturally kind of wave dash fast, but like lasering is like, it's just something you're not going to be able to do unless you practice it. Like, that's just how it is.
No, that's good. Another thing to practice. By the way, practice.
You got that up tilt here. This was good. So look at this. You get this shield grab, right? And it's like, oh man, Falco's grabs aren't even that good. All I got was this stupid shield grab. And you're like, wait a minute. Now he's in this awful spot. Like, he has no good options here. So he just kind of goes for this, and then you just up tilt him. No trade there. You catch him in this. Yeah, he does get these teleports out. Sometimes when you're playing characters like this, it's just, you're not going to get... Like, I wouldn't be too upset with yourself for not being able to get this. But what I would say is, like, don't take this advantageous. So remember, when you grab him here, this is good, right? This is good. You're like, yeah, here we go. I've got him. He's in the air. You get this up to it. Yeah, now I've got him. I did 20 damage or whatever. Now he's in the air again. And it's like, there's nothing preventing you from just going back to the ground right here and doing that same thing again. Except he has no jump. But by going up here and being like, I'm gonna for sure follow this up, you have a chance that you might be able to get over and hit him, but he goes for his teleport, gets out of the way, and now you didn't lose your advantageous position. You still picked it up just because Falco is really good and MewTwo's not. But, like, the general idea of, like, you have an advantageous position and your opponent is in a bad spot, which is they're in the air without their double jump, going above them, like, they're their ability to double jump is to mix up being in the air, and so by going above them, it doesn't matter anymore that they don't have a double jump.
Yeah.
But it's like, now that you remove their double jump, you want to play around that by sharking them from below.
I think in general, I'm not that good at sharking. It's definitely something I gotta work on.
Well, thankfully with Falco, it's kind of easy. You just stand under them and up tilt.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't shark with up tilt. I just always try to go for back airs. So
Okay, so
really good.
you're in this spot, and you hit the laser, and he does this. Let's see, how fast do you act out of this? So this is something that is not necessarily super important at your level, but like basically almost no one at your level does it, but if you get really good at it, it'll be useful for your whole career. Mm-hmm. And that is acting very fast out of your opponent power shielding your lasers. So like as soon as this hits you, you want to be doing something. It doesn't matter what you do, but you want to act really fast. And look at how long you stand here. This is when you dash back.
Yeah.
So that's like that's pretty big. And it's pretty big at like a little bit higher level, but it's something that is useful at all levels. But most people don't have it really down. But yeah, like it should not feel like, oh man, like this guy is. Like, he's just really good at Mewtwo, you know? Like, it's not like you're getting memed on or anything. Like, he's legit playing Mewtwo really well, and if you don't employ the correct strategy against him, then it's not going to be good for you.
Yeah, I'm just basically playing his
up
meme.
Throw, Shadow Claw. Oh, he went for the Nair, and he probably died for it. he should have Shadow Clawed there. But, yeah, so you don't really want to fight him in this battle where like he's doing these nairs and you're kind of going up to try to like do stuff. Like you put yourself in this spot where you're above him and you have no double jump and you're committed to an aerial. It's like this is how you get, grabbed out of stuff or whatever.
Mhm.
So yeah, here this is like clearly like an up tilt.
Yeah, that was the clearest up tilt I've ever seen.
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, like once again, like this isn't as scary as you're making it out to be like in this spot. It's not that difficult to just short hop over to like a platform or something like that.
Mhm.
So like yeah, there's definitely a little fear here, and it's just like basically when you don't know how a character works, there are sort of two different approaches, and one is just assume that their moves don't work correctly and assume that their moves work in more situations than they do. And like both of them are kind of not that great, but I would say that it's a better error to make to think that a low tier's moves won't work than to assume that they will. So like yeah, if you just sort of disrespect Mewtwo and you just try to hit into all his moves and stuff like that, then, like, yeah, there's going to be times where you do something dumb and you get shield grabbed or something like that. But in general, against low tiers, when you go for stuff like that, you'll start finding the situations where they actually can't really deal with stuff. More than if you, like, play sort of scared or, like, play sort of, like, with the assumption that their character can kind of cover options.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's spacing very well, and you're not using your lasers to lock him down, and that's the biggest thing. So it's like, yeah, like you did 2 lasers here, and you were not threatened at all, and it's like, wait a minute, why hasn't this been your entire neutral game the entire match? You know?
Yeah.
Like, what I want to see is if you lose to this guy again, okay. If you show me a VOD ever again of you losing to this guy, I want it to be you lasering in place over and over, and him wave dashing, down tilting, and hitting you out of your lasers.
Okay.
Because, like, what I don't want to see is you losing again by jumping around.
Yeah.
That's not what I want to see. If you lose by trying to lock, because like the idea is you want to lock him down with lasers. So if you try to lock him down with lasers and you fail, then you can just look at the VOD and be like, all right, well, I really wanted to lock him down with lasers, and I tried it, and it didn't work. So what am I doing wrong in my lockdown? Like, how am I locking him down in a way that makes him win the mix-up? And so it's like, if you already are spamming lasers in place and stuff like that and trying to lock him in position, then you can review the VOD for that purpose. But if you're playing like this, all I can tell you is to do the lasers to lock him down. And so that's why it'll just be significantly more useful for you if the next time you play this guy, you play like that. Or against that Luigi. Yeah. Against that Luigi will be a good opportunity of just be like, I'm going to play to lock him down with lasers. And if you die for it, then, like, that sounds like a great VOD to review. Yeah, so you're just like, oh no, Mewtwo's here. Oh! You just jump away, like, everyone out. Like, Mewtwo's coming. And it's kind of like, this is a low tier. Like, he is wave dashing to center stage and grabbing and being like, please, Falco, don't be good. Please. Like, please don't use your moves that are 100 times better than my character to destroy me. And then when you're like, here he comes, I'm getting out of the way, then, like, that's just... This, if you did this on purpose, this would be fantastic. If you did this double jump up and laser him here, like, that's like a career-ending laser. if you did it on purpose.
I still win. Hey.
That's just like the most VM. That's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know if you've seen the Genesis VOD of Mango versus Taj. And Mango full hops out and just lasers him. And it was an accident in that case, too, instead of shining him. But the whole crowd just went crazy because of it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to see the general theme. This is good.
Yeah, we can check this out, too.
Is this the same one?
Actually, I think a better thing to do than watching this will be to... I'm not even sure. I don't remember this set perfectly, so we'll just sort of check it out. But I'm not sure if you recall this set.
I forget if it was a Swedish.
No, I don't know this set.
Wow, Squid's hair looked crazy back then. But yes, this is Squid's versus Leffen's Mewtwo, and Leffen is definitely the best Mewtwo in the world. Yeah. Debatably Taj, but there's no way Taj would ever beat Professor Pro with Mewtwo, so I gotta give Leffen the edge. But Taj is definitely a sicker Mewtwo, but Leffen knows what he's doing. Yes, look at that double Shadow Claw. That is just nasty. So notice that the match starts, and Squid immediately is just going for the laser lockdown. Leffen somehow gets past it, does an insane double Shadow Claw. So yeah, I don't remember exactly how this match goes, and I remember that Squid almost lost it. So don't expect perfect. See, it happens to everyone. It happens to everyone.
No, Squid.
But I do think that there are some pieces of this set that will be useful to go over, specifically the last game probably. Because I think he starts out playing. See, look at these lasers. Look at how frustrating this is for Leffen. Like, watch it from Leffen's perspective as the Mewtwo. It's like, bro, like, he's just lasering. Like, what do I do? And like, look at Squid's like goes to the platform. He comes off the platform. What do you know? He gets hit for it. Messes up.
With the laser.
And yeah, he's doing these awkward sort of walls here. I very much disagree with the way Squid plays, but there are some definitely informative moments in this set. And it's the only high-level Falco versus Mewtwo set in like the last several years, I think. But I just want you to see that every time... See, Squid realizes it by the end of the set. I'm pretty sure the entire Game 5 is Squid laser camping, and it feels like Leffen literally cannot do anything. But I just wanted to sort of show you that. There's a shine grab. I would say practicing those is good in general also.
Yeah, I don't shine grab. I can shine grab, but I don't do it like in a game, you know what I'm saying? I just need to be more conscious, more aware of it. Yep, there it is again. I see how he's like just going to center. After,
yeah, like go to center, you just laser him. Like, this feels very awkward as Mewtwo. And so look at that. So here's what happens is, this is that mix-up I was talking about, where... Laser. He shields the laser. He assumes that Squid is going to shield, or sorry, laser again, and so he wants to wave dash out of shield down tilt. But Squid just down airs, and look at the wave dash leaves him wide open, and he gets down aired. And then look at this. You can up throw, and if Mewtwo doesn't SDI the down airs correctly, or the lasers correctly, you can get a down air.
Free down air, yeah.
And so yeah, look at this. Once again, he lasers him, he shields. What options does Mewtwo have except to jump? Whether to either jump to actually jump out or to wave dash out. Both are the same. They both make him vulnerable. So he's just locking him down. Look at how annoying this is.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But then every time Squid goes... What did you say?
I said saying Squid went to platform, and then left and went inside, and then did it up tilt on the platform.
Every time he goes to the platform, it's not good for him. And yeah, there's those offstage lasers that I was mentioning. Good to just tack on a little extra damage. Good teleport mixed up by Leffen. And yeah, so look at this. He's like pressured in the corner. Just full hop out. And then now that he's safely on the top plat, so I wouldn't super recommend this down air, but like the idea is he got out of the corner with total safety, and then you can just work your way down, and however you sort of feel like, as long as yeah, look at that laser F tilt. Mewtwo does not have a lot of great options, and keep in mind Leffen is significantly better player than Squid. So
yeah. Wait, why is Leffen playing Mewtwo anyways?
This was just during this little meme era where he was playing Mewtwo, and he beat Professor Pro with Mewtwo, and he was just doing really well with Mewtwo in general, and he didn't really feel like tryharding at this tournament. So he was just going to see how many people he could beat with his Mewtwo, and he ran into Squid, and despite it seeming like if you can beat Professor Pro, you can beat Squid, Squid eventually just realized he can just laser pressure Mewtwo forever. So yeah, here, look at this. Turn around laser from top platform. Exactly as we talked about. Makes life very difficult for Mewtwo to deal with. Yeah, he tries to do that power shield nair grab. It's interesting. You see a lot of the same situations that you saw in your match sort of coming up. And it's because Mewtwo doesn't actually have a lot of ways to really play the game. So he has to sort of play in like a very specific way that you can always sort of know is coming. So yeah, just going to kind of keep going through the set. I think this will be really useful to sort of hammer in some of the stuff that happens.
Yeah, no, it is. It's like I saw the bad and now I'm seeing the good. So it's definitely going to lock it in my head.
And there's the shine grab in the corner. You know, just gets Mewtwo in an uncomfortable position. He takes center. He's walling him again. And, like, yeah, you're going to get hit if the Mewtwo player is good. And, like, look at this. This is so sad. Like, Leffen gets the power shield, acts out of it perfectly. Squid acts out of the power shield in a way, the reflected laser in a way you wouldn't really want. And he's still just down airs in place, and Mewtwo whiffs the grab, and Falco hits him. So it's like, this is Mewtwo's, like, best case, and he still got hit. So this was like that, this was a sort of that fade back aerial I was mentioning. Like, if you just, he sort of gets this backwards hop aerial, which you can try. It's not necessarily what I was thinking of when I was talking about it, but it worked really well for him here. But just the idea that if you do an aerial in place and Mewtwo tries to wave dash in after this, he's just going to get hit most of the time. And yeah, there's shine back air. This is really, really common against Mewtwo, is like this sort of thing, where he does like an aerial up here, and then you just sort of wait for him, and then just hit him. Like, that's like, and then just laser off stage. Squid overcommits there, and that's why he gets hit. And look at that up tilt. This up tilt is nasty when you're coming down. Look at this. Like, it's nasty, but he just goes onto the side platform.
He was just like, okay.
And works his way down, and it's fine. And now he has laser control.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, dude.
He got caught by 3 of them.
Oh my goodness, dude. Like, oh no. Oh no. This guy is just like, I waited my whole life for this.
That was so sick.
And yeah, just look at this awkward situation of like, he keeps Mewtwo above him, and it's just awful for Mewtwo. Mewtwo's shield is really bad from below, gets shield poked, he misses the shield drop. If he had Shine here, this actually would have killed. Like right here, if he had just jumped up and Shine. I don't know if he had time, but if he hadn't done that Shine grab and he actually had time for this, that for sure kills. So just keep in mind on Yoshi's, Shine is like a really good kill. Yeah, and I don't like all these walls he's doing. I think he should be doing more lasers here. The walls are, like, okay. But, yeah, look at that. Up throw, up air, that kills.
Nice. Oh,
yeah, that was just... Leffen is really, really good at this game. Crazy impressive. The Shine Grab in the corner again. Not a lot MewTwo can do here.
So I'm seeing this situation where Squid is kind of going in for the area whenever Mewtwo is like straight in the corner because he can't slide back. Is that like intentional?
Probably. It's just the idea that wave dash back grab is no longer an option, so Mewtwo has to directly confront your aerials. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, and this is a situation where he misjudges it, and Leffen does literally a perfect wave dash into the corner, and that's why Leffen just deserves the grab out of that. Yeah. Oh,
what? I'm mad.
So it's like, yeah, the Mewtwo you're playing is good at Mewtwo. He could be doing even better as Mewtwo. And so it's like, you just have to sort of play in ways that... Yeah, and like, look at this. He's lasering. It's like, does it feel like he's threatened by Mewtwo? You know? No, it feels like Mewtwo is instantly locked down by those lasers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, look at that. Locked down. He's so locked down. He got him way up in the air there, just from a couple lasers. That's all he did. Just lasers. Just puts him in a really bad spot. Mewtwo has a really bad double jump too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of gets just beat up here by Leffen going in with the wave dash, but... So I don't super recommend those walling aerials. They're good sometimes. I think he's overusing them a little too much. But yeah, look at that laser. Like, multiple lasers like this are just so strong. He's not even doing them super fast, and they just make Mewtwo's life miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could, at any point, just suddenly aerial him.
Ooh. Didn't commit. Okay, I see what's going on here. Can you edge guard Mewtwo?
No.
Is this impossible?
No.
Okay, you just can't. Okay.
No, you can't do it.
Heard that.
Falco's too slow to cover both ledge and teleport to stage, so I literally just wouldn't worry about it at all. You don't need to edge guard him.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to watch out for the teleport to center like that.
Yeah.
But like what your goal is to simply maintain center stage and just kind of hold out. Mewtwo does not have good ledge options. Like, he doesn't have a good ledge dash because he has such a bad double jump. He doesn't have... Like, he has no good ways off the ledge, so you can just sort of stay on stage and just keep pressuring him, and he doesn't really have a good answer. And yeah, look at the laser lockdown into the corner and just shine grab. How many times does this happen? You'd think Leffen's not trying to adapt to this? There's nothing he can do.
Yeah, for sure.
Very, very frustrating. And then just keeping him pressured in the corner. Look at that. That's just nasty. It feels like Leffen can't do anything. So this is Squid sort of playing the matchup a little better. Sort of adapting. The nerves of not wanting to lose to Leffen's Mewtwo are wearing off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, look at that. You can just... Oh, man. Mewtwo just does not have good options when the Falco is playing correctly. And here's that little movement thing that I want you to get better at. Is like this. See how he does that? Where he double jump, waveland off the tip of the platform, fast fall aerial. It's coming up right here. Watch this. That. That's the movement pattern I want you to practice.
That one's hard.
It is, but it's good.
Doing it backwards is easier because you just fall off. What's like the input for doing it?
Oh, are you saying you get stuck on the platform?
Like,
okay, so the way it works is if you're wave landing or wave dashing forward, and your control stick is at neutral, when you edge cancel, you'll teeter. So all you have to do is continue holding the direction that you wave dash until you're off the platform.
Oh, okay. So you don't even have to like put it forward. You can just literally keep the
same just do the wave dash and just keep holding it. As long as you're not at neutral, you'll slide off.
Oh, you're about to see some crazy stuff. Over here trying way too hard.
And yeah, so look at this. So he kind of gets caught up on the top plat. Notice that he's not trying to get down immediately. He messes up, but like it's the idea that like you work your way down. You don't just say I'm coming down and you come down right away.
Okay.
He might get clutched on. I don't remember. I want to skip from this to the last game. Oh!
Wait, what is even? What's happening?
Yeah, look at that laser. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
What does he do? It's awful.
Laser. More lasers. Yep, I see it. I see the line.
And then the random down air in place. So after all these lasers, he just down airs in place, and then he just wins. Okay.
Is that a reaction? It looked like he waited.
No,
for it.
that was a read.
Okay.
So watch this game. This is MewTwo's best stage against Falco. But just watch this. It's just, I think it's near the end. Yeah, it's just like he just keeps lasering him this game, and it feels like there's not anything Leffen can do. I specifically remember watching this, and it's just kind of like, oh. See, I think it gets kind of close-ish, maybe. Let me see.
Oh, no, double jump. Waited. Nice.
And so, yeah, oh my goodness. So it's like, so this is kind of what you're worried about, is like this sort of wave dash in tilt thing after this. But first of all, this is a really hard input. Second of all, he's at 120. And third, like, this doesn't actually really get Mewtwo anything guaranteed. That was crazy. That was just nuts. So I'm pretty sure Leffen like almost brings it back and just gets super camped, if I recall correctly. It might have been another game, but yeah. So he does not allow the comeback. Look at these lasers. Like, what is Mewtwo supposed to do? Or Luigi?
This up tilt. Yeah.
He's not at wave dash in distance. Oh.
Oh. Nice opposite tip.
And yeah, like when you're looking at it and the matchup is kind of going like that, it feels like you should never lose to a Mewtwo, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was jumping way too much. What?
Yeah, jumping too much. You're not using repeated lasers as like pressure and to a mix up with like an aerial in place or a dash dance aerial, like, but just like the lasers to lock him down and repeated lasers in place, I think are like the big thing to practice. And I want you to like practice it today before you play the Luigi.
Okay. So that's like the two new things. The laser in place, and then
Laser in place, don't immediately just dive off of a platform, like off the top platform against like the wave dash characters. Be okay with like going from the top plat, then to the side plat, then come down with reverse lasers sometimes from the top plat because it threatens the back air there. Hold center stage. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Like, I mostly, like, I just want you to see, like, what it feels like when you play against, one sec, let me see. Is there a Mega Xmas Curve set that I can see?
Mega X.
I do not believe there are any recorded sets of them playing.
That kind of sucks.
Oh! This is from 2019, so it might not be perfect, but you'll get to see the game plan, perhaps. Actually, 2019 was like back when we used to go to tournaments, so maybe. Why is this not loading?
It's a cursed
There we
mod.
go.
Okay.
It is kind of cursed. Why is it not loading? Okay. So I just want you I want you to see the lasers when he starts doing the lasers. Dude, what is up with this VOD? It's like not even high quality. You just can't even see the match.
That was clean.
So, look at this. He actually does all this stuff. Look at how he's making it very difficult to catch him off the top plat. Notice that Curve is going for these like wave dash under attacks. Doesn't work. Just casually grabs. Lasers.
Laser.
Look at those lasers. Those beautiful lasers. Curve can't do.
Back to center and then just start lasering again. Okay, yeah, I see it.
And like, look at like what does Curve do? He just. I love watching their sets. It's a battle of can't catch me. Well, no, you can't catch me. It's like, well, I'm gonna laser. It's like, well, I'm not gonna come into those. Okay, I'll just keep lasering for the next 10 years.
Okay.
I just want you to see it come up again. And like, yeah, like it's so difficult for Curve to sort of come back against this, where it's just laser Rama.
Yeah.
Yeah, like look at that. It's like laser, laser, laser. Luigi eventually jumps, catch Luigi out of the air. There's the up tilt. I actually think he's one of the more principled players in this matchup, where it's just, and yeah, and look at Curve has to go for like sort of reads underneath him, and it's just not. It's not, and like those will work against like Westball, but they're not gonna work against Mega Xmas because he's just gonna laser. It's like, all right, so how does Curve come back here? It's like he doesn't get any opportunities to actually do anything.
Yeah, as long as Falco doesn't go to the edge.
Yeah, that was just mind games. Yeah, he just gives up. He switches to Fox. That's what happened. That's what happened. He switches to Fox.
Oh, no.
And I've seen this. Like, yeah. Look at this.
Oh my god. Is that the fastest lasers?
No, he can go a little faster, but it's pretty close. A couple of these are the fastest laser.
How do you know if it's the fastest laser? Is that super low laser?
No. The height of the laser doesn't matter. What matters is how fast you act out of your landing lag.
Oh, okay.
So he's acting like a frame or two late on some of these, and then some of them are correct. And it's like, I can't expect him to be frame perfect, but this is reasonably like what you want it to look like.
What am I watching? It's Melee, baby.
And then it's just like, and then it's like, look, okay, but like, watch this. He tries to come up on stage. Watch this. It's like, ow. Oh, I got hit. Ow. And then, boop. You dead. And he just gets up and walks away.
Oh no.
He just got up. He got up and walked away. That was it. Wait, how did this game start? I just want to show you the massive level of frustration that this causes. But it's just like, this is what you want. You know, you want it to feel just absolutely hopeless for Luigi.
I mean, it should. He's a low tier or a lower tier.
But it's just, the nature of lasers versus like a wavedash character is it's like he doesn't have many good options, and Mewtwo is even worse in this regard. Like Mewtwo has even less good options against laser spam than Luigi does. And yeah, they just start doing this until Curve gives up. But yeah, and then you just, just wall him out. But he just feels so oppressed by this, he basically just gave up, And so this is like, I want you to do this. I want you to do this, and if you lose for it, then you can come back and we'll talk about it, and we'll figure out why you lost by doing it. But like, this is so much closer in the direction you want compared to like what you're currently doing.
Yeah.
So that's the best feedback I can give you for this week, is to be going for that.
Just laser place in general, I think I could be utilizing more. It gives me more options. Yeah. No, this was a good lesson. I've been struggling with low tiers, mid tiers. Definitely the wave dash ones.
And yeah, this will help a lot against that, I think.
Yeah, so I can like get to the next level now. Do what's up.
And continue practicing the wave dash wavelands from before.
Of course.
Do not stop practicing those. You still need to get those better. I like that one clip you got with the wave dash shine. I want to see way more of that from you.
Okay. Yeah, I've been doing the like every hour, every 2 hours, 15 minutes. I think it really helped on this last tournament, because on the last the grand finals, we started on Battlefield. And usually I start on Battlefield because that's usually how all sets go. So I started on Battlefield, and I like instantly became calm. You know, before the game started, I was like, "Oh, this is just like practice." I just
Yeah,
need to-
because it's like, yeah, exactly, because you just hop into practice so often that you're like, oh, you get into a game and you're like, oh, all right. Like, I do this literally like once every couple hours, rather than like doing it in big long sections, and then it's like just sitting down, it's like a big deal, you know?
And I feel like my improvement have got like is faster too. Like I've only been practicing for a week. You know, we've only been had a lesson for a week, and these wave dashes have gotten so much better already. And whereas I probably would have been practicing, you know, for 2 hours straight, and my wave dashes probably would have been like minimally better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
no,
feel
I
like
do.
it's
I do
helping
think
a
it's a
lot.
very effective practice style, and so I'm glad that it's giving you some good results. So yeah, just keep it up, add in this new laser stuff, and we'll see what comes out of that.
All right.
And
Bet.
I'll talk to you soon or next week or whatever. So anyway, have a good one, man. It was
You
fun.
too.
Peace.
Thank you.